I think I'm going to make this my last recording. I am going to do a series of recordings to discuss the things that I've learned along this path, the teachings and all. But I think this is going to be my last recording as far as my life story. You know, I want to sum it up by saying this. What I've learned is important in this life is that the person in the mirror needs me, just like all of you. Make that person your best friend, meaning you. When I started doing that and started really feeling self-love, everything about my life started feeling better. Things started aligning. This whole time, what I've been missing was me. And I think that's the case with most of us. We need ourselves, right? So make that person your best friend. Spend time with yourself in the mirror, and I'm not joking. It makes a lot of difference. You know, I'm back in that place where when I do readings, it can be a very moving experience, and you know, people leave, and sometimes I just sit on the floor and cry, and I'm just so grateful. Like, I feel so grateful to do this work, to be a part of it, to have this beautiful guidance, to feel loved and supported. And, you know, that's truly what I want for everyone, to feel good, to feel like you're worthy, to feel like you're seen and that you matter. And I truly want that for everybody. And I've learned that I matter. I have learned to truly, deeply love myself. For who I am, for the journey I've been on, this rough journey that's up and down, but my goodness, I've gotten through it. I've learned, I've grown. And I know I'm a beautiful soul. I know that. And isn't it weird that I can comfortably say that for the first time ever? And it's also just as weird that it was so uncomfortable to say for so long. But I'm looking up every day to my mom and going, Mom, I got it. I finally learned it. I finally learned self-love. You know, whenever I told the story about how I had planned to end my life, and I was sitting outside and I noticed the rose, and I was staring at the rose and how beautiful it was, and I literally saw God in that rose. Well, my mom, when she created that bin of all my old childhood stuff, you know, she put everything together in a plastic bin. Sitting on top of the bin was it looks kind of like a shadow box. It's a frame, has a glass cover, and it's like there's a saying on the front of it. I don't know where this came from. I don't know if somebody gave it to her or what, but she probably intuitively gave it to me as a gift, probably not thinking twice about it. I've never read what was on the front of this glass until last night. And I do believe in perfect timing, and my mouth just dropped, and I was like, wow. So the story about the rose, it just came full circle. I just believe I was led to read this. I want to read it, and that's how I'm going to end this. What a magnificent journey. I wouldn't change one single thing about this. Not one single thing about my journey. Nothing would I change. I'm so grateful for the role players, the lessons, the hardship, the growth, the beauty, and the love. You know, I keep my circle small, but my gosh, the few people that are close to me, they're loyal. I love them. I would do anything for them, and I know they would for me too. And that's just irreplaceable. So this is what it says. It's actually called A Sign from God. One day, when all my strength was gone, I took a walk to be alone. That's when I saw a sight so odd, it had to be a sign from God. There among the rocks did grow a flower strong. It did not know that flowers need a caring hand, water, light, and fertile land. It only knew the will to live, and that its purpose was to give. It didn't know the odds it faced or feel that it had been misplaced. God placed it there for me to find, to give me hope and peace of mind, to help me do the best I can and never doubt his greater plan. There is no way that it's a coincidence that I had that experience when I'm at the depths of life, contemplating ending it. I saw the rose and I came across this shadow box that is basically saying exactly what my experience was, and I could literally cry. Not sad tears, but pure gratitude. You know, we're never alone. I've said this before when people say they don't believe in God. I always think you're just not there yet. But I've been there. I've been there plenty of times where I had nowhere else to look but up. And it's never failed me. Never. Even the people that don't believe, when you need help, ask. You don't have to believe. Just ask. Just ask and allow the help in. Allow yourself to feel that divine love that everybody craves, everybody wants. We just don't always know how to get there and let it in. All you have to do is ask. There really is a God. I know it. I felt it. The ultimate lesson I've learned is love always wins. It never fails. Thank you for listening to all of my recordings. I know it's a lot. I appreciate you being a part of this journey with me. I love all of you, and I mean it. I don't even have to have met you. I'm sending love to every single person out there. Thank you. Also, I'm adding 2 videos after this one that are just pictures. Just pictures of everything I've talked about on these audio recordings. You're welcome to view them if you want.